Hey, good morning, guys. I'm back with my channel. I had a very nice trip to Elance Bay last night, and I stayed at Elance Bay in my guest house. It's morning now. I need to drive quickly, almost 1.5 hour drive to a place called Cedarburg, where I need to visit various rock paintings, actually, which is almost thousands of years old rock painting caves and all there. So one place is famous is called Sevilla Rock Art, where I need to drive. And in order to go there, I need to have a permit. I need to get a permit. For that, I need to again drive to a place called Travelers Rest, actually. From there I can get the permit to enter to that Sevilla rock art, and then I can visit those caves and I will walk around. I heard it's almost 4 hours of walk there, 3 hours of walk, whatever. I don't know exactly how much time it will take. Some 9 paintings are there. Those paintings are almost 8 to 9,000 years old, actually. And let me not waste my time anymore. Let me drive to the place what is called Travelers Rest, which I'm reading from my cell phone. So then once I reach there, I'll show you what details is there, actually. Okay, thank you very much. Stay tuned. Bye bye.
Destination is on the left.
I finally reached Travelers Rest, and now I paid my fees, the entry fees of 3 people, which is almost 120 jar. It's almost 600 rupees, and I got this guide also. I mean the trail guide, where I need to follow. I need to go to the rocks where I'll watch the paintings. It's almost 3 hours of walk I need to do. So I hope I'll see beautiful paintings. So what I heard that there are some 9 paintings are there. Out of that, the last 5 is really beautiful, actually. So let me watch that and let me see. So you need to follow. There are some footmark has been given. You need to follow that. You can see this. This is where you need to follow. This footmark you need to follow, and you keep on walking, following your map, and you need to reach. Now you can see the first sighting of the painting. So let me go nearby the rock. Oh yeah, you can see this painting here, where it's the shape of a human being. Let me explain you something about these Bushmen. The Bushmen arrived around 30,000 years, and they are called as the first tribes in South Africa. These tribes are called Bushmen because they were mostly found in the bushes. But the Bushmen actually called as sand people, and they are nomadic in nature, and they travel from one place to another place without owning a single piece of land. Let me give some idea about this the painting ingredients, what they use. They use the binding material for these paintings as the plant juice, the egg yolk, the animal blood, water, animal urine, plant juice. That's how they use the binding material. And the pigment section of the painting, they used the ochre rock powder, they used the charcoal, they used bones, they used animal droppings to create the pigment for their painting. And like in our days, I mean in the modern days, how we use the paint process to paint, those days the sand people used to use grass, finger, their own finger, the bird feather, the animal hair, the charcoal sticks, even they use the tree leaves and branches of trees to to paint their experiences on those rocks. And they use the ostrich eggshell as their paint container, where they mix up all these ingredients and they finally prepare the paint and they use it for their painting. Now they have three category of ochre they use. There is a yellow ochre, there is a gray ochre, and they use a white ochre. So especially the white ochre is used to change various colors. Like the white ochre, if mixed with water, then it became a white paint. When the white ochre mixed with animal urine, then it became a kind of a brown painting. Ochre used the blood of animal, then it became a red painting. So that's how they use the white ochre for various cave actually. And also I heard, I have read in some of the websites that they do not use these caves as for their sleeping or for their stay actually. Not always they use it. They use it as a holy place. What I understand, the places where it is painted with various sand paintings, they use it as a holy place for their holy prayer or something like rituals. And part of the ritual they also dance. And the places where there is no painting, they might use it for their homestay. So the sand people, they draw what they experience during their life. Now I've reached the cave number 2. I need to watch the painting in cave number 2 now. In many of the sand paintings, you will find two kinds of animal. One is eland, one is antelope. And these two animals are considered as their trust animal because they give lot of meat, and also they use their the skin for their clothing and also use their blankets. So that's why they always hunt these two kinds of animal, which is very important for them. They get lot of food from out of that. And an eland is the biggest antelope in the Africa. Sometimes in some of the pictures you will find they are killing the cobra actually, the snake, and you can see a snake picture and they're killing this cobra. I don't know whether these kind of sightings you will find it in this cave, but I have read that there are certain sites in South Africa where you will find the cobra is getting killed by sand people. The reason is that they use those poison in order to kill their enemy, and their enemy is lion and cheetah or leopards, I can say, because they steal their meat. So that's the reason, that's where they use this poison in order to kill those animals so that they can safeguard the elands and antelope for their food. You can see a human figure, but the head is missing. Here the head is there. You can see this is the hand. This is a small kid. You can see this is a small kid here, and that's a full grown human being, but here the head is visible because it is painted with ochre rock. That's why the red color is still preserved after so many years. You can see one animal's picture here, and it looks like, I don't know, it's a springbok or some animal, I don't know. And you can see here some human pictures, but you can see the head is missing here. I will not touch. I'll make sure I should not touch. The head is missing. Probably it is painted with either white clay or might be with charcoal. So that's why it didn't sustain so many years, but the ochre made a red painting still present, and it's going to stay for long duration. You can see one lady here and one small boy, and there's I feel it's a tree, and she's teaching something to her. I don't know. That's what I think so. You can see it looks like a zebra, but I don't know whether it's a zebra or any other animal. But you can see these two, the ears are on the upside. So some kind of animal is there. So this is the cave number 2 where I found these pictures. So this is also really amazing. They use the cobra poison on their arrow, their spear while doing the hunting, and they specially kill the lion and the leopard who are actually their competitors, and that's the reason they kill these animals so that they can safeguard the eland and antelope for their own food. They also use sometimes the black spider poison in order to make the eland, I mean like a temporary, you can say senseless, so that during that period they can kill the eland and they can use it for their meat. The portion where they have used to kill that eland, that particular portion they can remove it, but the meat is not poisoned by those black spider poison. So here is the footmark. Let me go to the cave number 3, which I can show you. I'm very near to that. You can see a lion, I guess, and some kind of hunting is happening here by the animal. The cave 3 don't have much pictures. I just found only the lion hunting picture actually. I need to go to the cave 4 where I'll see what I can find in those paintings. Now I have reached cave number 4. Let me check what's inside this cave, what kind of pictures I have. Yeah, it's very light color. One picture is there. Kind of if you let me take a closer look. You can see a human being, and here it looks like a buffalo kind of thing. It looks like a buffalo. It's his tail, and really this lady is feeding to this buffalo, I feel so. That's why the painting is depicting. I think here it depicts some kind of hunting. You can see this is an animal, and you can see the person is holding some kind of probably a weapon here. And this is one more person, the head is missing as I told. And this pictures depict some kind of hunting actually. This looks like a horse face. Let me take a little bit near. One person is holding this, you can see some kind of stick, a wooden stick or something from those days, those weapons they used to use to kill the animal. The animal picture is missing here, but we can clearly see the person is trying to hunt. There are two human picture here. I don't know whether it's a human. I think it's some kind of animal. It is missing here. The middle piece is missing here, but this might be a horse. Okay, let's move on. Now I can see the number 5 cave. That's the direction. I need to follow that side. Now camp 5 I heard a lot of beautiful paintings, and I can see this very clear. You can see a person having a bow and arrow on his hand, and there are other people here. You can see another big picture here, a human being, and you can see one animal here. You can see the animal's leg. So it's kind of a hunting painting. It is depicted. You can see some more pictures a little bit. I need to go a little bit inside. You can see the human in picture here. One of the bushman's picture, I can say. One interesting thing I'll show you. There's an animal, what I heard from the people, also I've read it in the net, that there's an animal called quagga, which is already extinct. It's no more present in this world actually. So I think there's one picture behind me which depicts that it is an animal which half looks like a zebra and half looks like a donkey actually. So it's not there anymore in this world. I believe the picture behind me depicts this one. I'll just show you near to my camera. So I think this is, they have depicted as a quagga, which is not there in this world anymore. This is an extinct piece of animal. Now let's move to cave number 6. Now this is cave number 6. I need to go inside, and I heard this is very beautiful. Lot of good paintings are here. Let me explore that. I just reached the cave number 6. I'll just show you one beautiful painting which is there right now. And just let me take you nearby. It's mostly the hunting kind of painting pictures are there. Let me show you that. Also, these sand people like to dance in the full moon. They enjoy their dance, the ritual dance in the full moon, and the reason is that after the dance they go for hunting. They normally hunt during the night, and that's the reason they do a dance, and they take the advantage of full moon to kill the eland or any other animal for their food. Now in this picture you can see a grey colored bushman's picture. They might have used the grey colored ochre powder actually to paint this picture. There are some other pictures also, but it's not very clear. But this painting which you see, it's very clear. It's kind of a dancing kind of a picture, I think so, because you can see group of sandmen together. They are standing and kind of a dancing pose. Absolutely very clear picture. Let me go to the other side also. Now you can see a buffalo here in this picture. This might be depicting a eland or might be a antelope, I don't know. In this painting you can see two bushmen are carrying their hunt. It might be an eland, they might have hunted an eland, and you can see a dog next to them. So this is a typical painting which is really very clean in this particular 9 number cave. This is really a very massive cave complex. You can see a beautiful roof, and the rock formations are really looks very nice. So that's how this cave looks like. You can also see some here and there some small paintings if you have a close watch to these rocks. So that's what you can also search in this cave and you can find. You can see this beautiful rock formation. You can see the color of those rocks. Even you can see how nicely these cedarburg rock formations are there. And you can imagine people used to live in this complex. They used to do their rituals and they live their life. And just imagine how they used to stay in these complexes, some 1,000 years old. So indeed camp 6 is really beautiful. So you can see the hunting and the pictures are really clear. First time I saw a black head picture in one of the human being which I shown you, one of the Bosman's big picture. So it is preserved here. The first picture I saw where head is present in a picture. It's a nice cave. So I need to go to another 3, actually 7, 8, 9. Then it ends my Sevilla cave trail actually. So it's a good cave near to the water body, and the Bosman people used to stay in these caves, and they have put their way of life those days onto this rock. So let's move to cave number 7. That's where the cave number 7. I need to go inside. See this one elephant picture. One more elephant here. Elephant painting you can see from here. There's also another animal, but it's not very clear actually, but this elephant is really very clear. See, this is a very interesting painting. You can see this person is lying on his head with his left hand, and 2 people are sitting next. It's kind of a leisure time for them. They're taking rest. So it depicts kind of a family picture here. This is really amazing to watch. roof on this cave. Let me show my camera to the roof. You can see so beautiful roof. Let me show you some paintings. You can see two more people's picture. I don't know, you can see the two legs here. You can see the head. I think the eyes also I can see. Let me go a little bit near to the picture. It is really difficult to hold my camera and climb these rocks. I have to be very careful. You can see very clearly, you can see the eyes of the person. You can see this is the two eyes and his face. You can see the two legs also depicted in this painting. I think it's kind of I think some weapon is behind this person actually. This is really great actually. I mean, this is really a beautiful picture. First time I saw a face having two eyes and it's really visible. I don't know how much my camera has captured, but I can see that face and there are two eyes also. And this has been there from thousands of years. These paintings are there. Now I have reached the cave number 8. So let me go to the cave complex number 8. What I can see from here. Oh wow, I can see one beautiful sight here. You can see this buffalo is grazing here. This is depicted in this picture. I can see some other animals here. A small animal, I don't know exactly what. A human being picture here. But this one is really great. This picture is really great. So this is the cave complex number 8. I can show something here. Yeah, this is really great. You can see some pictures of palm. You can see these fingers. See their fingers here. You can see here the fingers here, the finger pictures, the finger paintings here. Oh, this is one very clear. Let me take you there. This is very clear. Yeah, this is really great. This is so clear. This painting is still preserved for so many years in this cave. You can see this hand, the palm. See this painting. So cave number 8, just somewhat more clear. Let me go to the cave number 9. That will be my last cave. Then I have to return back from where it started. I'm really exhausted. Let me quickly go to the cave number 9. I'm very thirsty also. There's no water left in my bag, so I need to quickly move to 9. Then I have to return back. Okay, let's move on. It's really difficult to hold camera and then move on this cave trail. That's the cave number 9. I need to move the last one. So finally I reached the last cave, which is the cave number 9, and this is really the awesome cave which I've seen just now. I'll show you the exact beautiful paintings which I can see from here. The paintings which are made of ochre, and that's really amazing to see. This is very clean pictures here, beautiful animal pictures here. Let me show you. You can see this looks like a lion's picture. Let me show you some more paintings, whatever I can see from this cave 9. Oh, that's an amazing one. I'll show you. See, this is really amazing. You can see two kids who are probably they are holding two kids on top of their soldier actually. That's where it depicts. I might be wrong, but this is how it looks like. You can see here some more paintings here, some human beings painting here. One important thing I'll show you, probably it's an old person's painting it is depicted. You can see here one person here holding a stick here. I don't know whether my video is able to depict that or not. Let me have a closer look here. You can see he's holding a stick here, and that's what it shows. And there are other human being pictures here. There are some more pictures there, but I can't go inside. It's difficult for me. Let me try it. I have to be very watchful on my steps. So many rocks are there. So I hope I can take a look. You can see this. Another human being's picture here. I don't know what does it mean. I can see some animals picture here. Oh, this is one beautiful. You can see this. Oh, this is really amazing. So clean. You can see the ochre color. It is so preserved, so dark in color. It's preserved from so many years. You can see one person, probably they're dancing some ritual dance. I don't know exactly what they are depicting here. This is really great. It's very clean. You can see this foot of that person. Now finally I have finished my Sevilla art painting work actually. So I have already completed all the caves. So now I am going back to have my lunch. I hope you will like my video. You can put your comments. You can give your thumbs up. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button. Help my channel to grow. My next is to drive to Stadsel Cave Art, where I need to take a permit from the Algeria, which is in far from here, almost 1.5 hours I need to drive. From there I'll take the permit to go to that Stadsel cave trail, and then in the night I'll be going to the observatory, the Cederberg Observatory, which is in the night. So hope I should be able to make it today. So stay safe, watch my video next. Okay, bye bye.